Hi, it's the time of the day where I speak to you again by reading this book. I don't know how many have seen my video, but I promise to keep reading good books. I wouldn't know until I read them, but Tricia Woolfrey, this book is worth reading because it brings me a lot of insight into things that I must improve, and also I hope it can help some of you who watch my video where I do some sharing on my own experience. Even if it's only 1% of it that you understand, I hope it can help you, okay? Because that's the only thing I can do virtually. If you have anything else, you can always send me an email, make an appointment. I can let's talk virtually, yeah, okay. Until then, I carry on with this reading on chapter 7. Chapter 7. Okay, sorry. Let me just get myself aligned to this. Please forgive the movement. Chapter 7 is about Zen and mindfulness. How to give yourself a calming energy. I have reached chapter 6, and all this I notice is something we can do because it's from inside out. That means when you are strengthening your foundation on understanding yourself, it is much easier for you to accept criticism as comments, because even no matter how somebody try to hurt you through their comments, when you start to look in, actually they are helping you. It's like me, I feel that a lot of comments that I used to take as criticism, I have now converted to comments, and it give me a wonderful insight into myself. And I'm not a perfect person, and I don't really consider myself a perfectionist, but in order to contribute effectively, I have to perfect my own act enough to convince myself that what I'm doing is beneficial for many people. I am shifting this a bit this side because that side a bit messy. My part-time mate didn't come in yet because we are supposed to hear the news from PM about how we are addressing the pandemic. Okay, so let's start. How much of your day do you spend completely absorbed in the moment, in what you are doing, whom you are with, and where you are? Conversely, when you are having fun with friends or family, do you feel guilty that you aren't working or cleaning or clearing out the garage? I do. I do. If you are working, do you feel guilty that you aren't with your family or friends? Well, this is constantly happening, but because of the pandemic, I'm always working from home. So I guess it's blessing in disguise for me. Do your loved ones complain that your smartphone gets more attention than they do? Used to, but no longer that way, because I set a time that I pay full attention to what they say. We spend much of our time wishing we were somewhere else, doing something else, regretting something else, or wishing for something else. We are just human. We are rarely in the moment. What does this do to our energy? You might ask. I have a lovely client who, when she first came to see me, could be described as full of energy. She smiles all the time, a big beaming smile, no matter what she was talking about. She said everything was fabulous, but she spent the whole session tapping her feet, jiggling her legs, or jumping from one subject to another, rarely finishing a point. She suffered great stress but smiled through it all. The stress manifested itself in an obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. She was constantly washing her just wash hand, cleaning things that didn't need cleaning, and straightening things that didn't need straightening. It was getting to a point where leaving the house was a big challenge because of her ritual. I taught her mindfulness, which is the art of being in the moment, fully present, uncritically. Because she had never been in the moment, she had never been able to enjoy anything 100% or give herself 100% to anything. Even though she felt driven, a form of energy, she was at the same time depleted beyond measures, but too scarce to stop her rituals. She struggled at first, but mindfulness enabled her not only to participate fully in our sessions, her feet, legs, and mind relaxed, but also to be more productive at work, more engaged socially, and overall easier to be around. Mindfulness is a practice that has been around for thousands of years and has its roots in Buddhist meditation. It isn't a relation but an awareness of what you are doing at a particular moment in time. Mindfulness has therapeutic benefits as it relieves depression and anxiety, both of which have a negative impact on energy levels. Zen is a form of Buddhism that emphasizes the values of mindfulness and is characterized by your connection to the world and everything in it, without excessive dependence on material possession or wealth. It is about releasing life's simple pleasures and being able to experience the reality of life fully. I guess for those who are not Buddhists, don't treat this as a religion thing. Go and Google about Zen and how scientifically it can prove to be beneficial. Don't go into the religion if you feel that it's not your cup of tea. The difference between mindfulness and meditation is simply the meditation is more formal way of practicing mindfulness. Because meditation may involve focusing on a candle or a word or a sound, it may even involve avoiding thoughts altogether, which is particularly challenging. This is one thing that I heard from many of the YouTube that they mention about stay calm, don't think about anything. It's like when I tell you don't think about the monkey and then you keep having this monkey jumping in and out of your mindset, of your thoughts. So I follow certain YouTube channels that teach us to accept the moment and stay in the moment, so the meditation become more effective. I am practicing meditation also. So whenever I go into meditation, I have this so many things that I haven't done this, I haven't do that, I should do this. So slowly as you follow your breathing, it is very individual, so it all depends how you want to concentrate. If you don't know how, I also don't know how to guide you. So you Google on the methods of meditation which is suitable with your religion and also suitable for yourself. Don't get so immersed into I must do this, I must do that. Nothing is must do. It will be very pleasant and comfortable when it is what you want to do. Okay, this is how I practice my meditation, because I've been doing that for nearly 8-9 years, and only now I notice that my methods work for me is to see the problem when they come in, and then okay, I say I saw you, I settle with you later on, and then I move on, and then slowly my calmness start to build inside. So just for 12 minutes or 15 minutes of meditation, it helps a lot just to calm yourself down and to see things at present. Mindfulness, by contrast, is focusing your mind on whatever it is you are doing in the moment, uncritically, remember. As I work as a hypnotherapist and teach people self-hypnosis, I am often asked about the difference between mindfulness and hypnosis. Hypnosis can create mindfulness but has the addition of suggestion for your unconscious mind to absorb. It is therefore more active and transformational, enabling the achievement of specific outcomes. However, it requires more effort and time. Everything needs this, yeah. You don't just drop from the sky and say, oh, I can do this. Maybe some can, I cannot. And in case you're wondering, The difference between mindfulness and relaxation is the relaxation is an absence of effort. Mindfulness may be relaxing, but it requires discipline and effort to keep the mind focused on the moment. Like training a puppy, you need to keep calling it back to you. If you try to hold it still, it will struggle against you, but gentle discipline is what works. The benefits of mindfulness. Apart from giving you a calm energy, mindfulness has many other benefits, physical, mental, and spiritual. Psychological benefits. Lower stress hormones. It does, right? Lowers blood pressure. Strengthens the immune system. We need this now, or keep it that way. Increase endomorphins. Increases oxytocin. This is the happiness. Oxytocin is happiness. What you call that? Elements. Aids sleep. Reduces sensitivity to pain. Changes your brain. Psychological benefits. That one is just one is physiological benefits. Oh, okay, different, yeah. The first one is physiological benefits. This one is psychological benefits. Reduces stress, support concentration, increases emotional stability, improves mood, quieten your self-critic, enhance decision making, develops insight and awareness, grounds you, lessen addictive behavior, gives you greater self-control. Spiritual benefits. Develops compassion, increases a sense of connection, opens the heart, creates a sense of peace, helps you enjoy the moment, enriches life, helps you accept what is, connect you to your wise mind, connect you to your higher purpose, support inside-out living. What you mean by inside-out living is the ability to find happiness from within rather than needing everything outside you to be okay, to feel okay on your inside. Isn't it marvelous? This is just the first time I'm reading this with you, and I just mentioned this before. My subconscious mind might have been reading this. No, I'm just joking. Mindfulness in practices. Mindfulness allows you to press the pause button in a stressful world. Here is really simple exercise that I teach most of my clients. 1. Sit somewhere comfortably where your back is supported, your feet on the floor, your hands by your side or on your lap. With your eyes closed, simply focus your breath without judgment. Number 3, simply notice how your breath feels as it moves in and out of your nose. The difference in temperature as you breathe in to the temperature as you breathe out. Well, I haven't tried this. Maybe I should try it out. I just finished my meditation. Notice the movement of your chest and your tummy as you breathe in and out. Notice any sound your breath makes. Number 5, if your minds wonder which it will, simply bring your attention back to your breath. Yeah, this is what I'm practicing too. Do this exercise for 2 minutes, bringing your attention back to your breath each time it wanders. I do for 15 minutes. It always wanders. Mindfulness is not an absence of thought, but awareness, noticing. It acknowledges your thoughts rather than attempting to deny or push them away. Trying to put a lid on your thoughts is exhausting and almost impossible. Don't I know it? I thank you for pointing it out. Thoughts will come and go, and you can simply notice them as you bring your attention back to your breath. Don't judge your thoughts. Just notice them and bring yourself back to your breath. Treat your thoughts like clouds. They come and go with no effort. Don't engage with them. Simply notice them and let them pass. I have already mentioned my dog, and one of the things I love to do is walk him in a country lane nearby where I live and enjoy nature and watching him explore and have fun. Sometimes though, I will be distracted by what I have to do that day or what I didn't do yesterday that I wish I had done. When I bring myself back to the here and now, my energy automatically softens and lifts. And the wonderful thing is that this energy permeates other areas of my life. It adds to other areas rather than take away from them. When your emotional or attentional energies are dispersed, it means that you never apply yourself fully. You never enjoy yourself fully. You can never fully feel truly fulfilled. Mindfulness is simple, but not necessarily easy because it requires a discipline that you may not have yet. Coming back to the example of mind being similar to an untrained puppy, bouncing around all over the place and difficult to control, what a puppy needs are three things: patience, repetitions, and firmness. I guess most of the pets have the same needs. Whatever you are doing, if you find your mind wandering off to other things you should or could be doing, simply bring yourself back to the moment. Be patient with yourself. You may need to repeat this many times before you are able to be in the now and enjoy each new moment of the now. Energize. Remember that allowing your mind to jump from one thing to another takes a lot of energy and will be detrimental to your ability to concentrate. Mindfulness emotion. Somehow in life we learn that negative emotions are bad. In fact, they are merely signboards supposed to say there is a problem that needs to be resolved. So instead of ignoring these negative emotions, understand their underlying message. Negative emotions are the ones that deplete your energy. There are 7 main negative emotions: fear, anger, sadness, loneliness, stress, boredom, and guilt. Each has something to communicate to you that needs your attention. Let's take them one at a time in simple terms. Emotion. So the first part, I will talk about emotion. The second part is messages to ourselves. Fear. The message is, I need to feel safe and secure. Anger. Message, I have been wrong and I need to set boundaries. Third, sadness. I have lost something important to me. Fourth, loneliness. I feel a sense of disconnection. Sixth, stress. I am overwhelmed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. 6. Just now stress is 5, which is I am overwhelmed. 6 is boredom. I need more fun or challenge. 7, guilt. I have wronged someone. Guilt is something that I have quite often because I like to jump to conclusions. So what I do now is I evaluate each of it, and if I have misjudged, like here say I have wronged someone, I go back and apologize. Whether they accept or not, at least I know, I want them to know that I was wrong to say what I've said. That is another way for me to forgive myself also. We ourselves need to forgive ourselves. We experience this emotion through our perceptual filters. They may not be a true representation of a situation, but they are a true representation of our perception of a situation. By being mindful of your emotions and the messages, you can respond appropriately. By appropriately, I mean from a position of strength and expansiveness rather than fear and contraction. It is too easy to withdraw into yourself without dealing with what's going on. While it may be the right thing for you in certain situations, it is often a defense mechanism which exacerbates the situation, causing the emotion to become stronger and stronger until it is addressed. Otherwise, it leads to another emotion, frustration. What I'm doing isn't working. When we ignore our emotion, frustration is the common result. This gives you a twofold upset, the original problem layered with the twin delight of frustration. And there's more. If you still ignore your emotions, they escalate into a much more serious problem. Depression, I give up, I can't go on. The risk now is breakdown. Addressing your emotion can therefore lead to the breakthrough you need. Observing your emotions and being responsive to them helps you to move from helpless to hopefulness, and from hopefulness into happiness. And with happiness come higher energy. Who knew? But what should you do with those emotions once they have acknowledged? Well, that's the subject of another book entirely. But here are 3 strategies that work well. Number 1, connect with your inner wisdom. You are wise, yeah? Always remember that. You are wise when you look in. 2, be emotion responsive. 3, use EFT to reduce the negative emotion. I mentioned EFT when I read her chapter before this. Go back and have a look, yeah? Connect with your inner wisdom. Connecting with your inner wisdom enables you to change your initial perception of a situation, or at least to expand it. To connect with your inner wisdom, ask your higher self, the compassionate, wise and balanced self, what it needs right now. The wise mind will always be positive, empowering and kind. It doesn't judge. It doesn't blame. It doesn't make you a victim. It doesn't make you a prosecutor too. It is your own coach, using challenges to teach you, to elevate you, to strengthen you. It is always working for your benefit, for your highest good. Here are some examples of how you might do this. Emotion, fear, inner wisdom. I understand that fear is just a feeling and it will pass. Emotion, anger. I am kindly assertive and I set clear boundaries, teaching people how to treat me all the time. Emotion, sadness. Rather than being sad at the loss, I smile at the memory. Loneliness, the message. I can connect with people I care about. Often though, loneliness starts with feeling disconnected from yourself, so start by connecting who you are. Stress. I can change my perception of the situation and my priorities, delegate and say no more. Boredom. I can find meaning in what I am doing, or I can do something more fun or challenging. The last one, guilt. I can make amends either directly with the person I wronged or indirectly by doing good elsewhere. You don't face one of these, you can be facing a few of these at one time. So the messages will help you to relate and combine it, which I'm using, to help me to see more. Okay? Be emotion responsive. Being emotion responsive is all about doing what your inner wisdom needs you to do rather than reacting to emotions, which involves either acting them out or suppressing them in ways that are not beneficial to your highest good. The first step is always to connect with your inner wisdom, not your fear, not your ego, not your desire to please, not your comfort zone. just with the part of you which has your best interest at heart, which gives you the long-term ability to help you evolve as you were designed to do. Remember that your emotions are there for a reason, so acknowledge them and become emotion responsive, mindfully doing what is needed, rather than emotion reactive, thoughtlessly suppressing, distracting yourself from, or inappropriately expressing emotion. Use ETF. Okay, now she mentioned again ETF, the emotional freedom technique, or ETF, is a wonderful way of helping you to reduce the emotional charge of situation. It doesn't alter what happened, but it makes it less painful and helps to make you more resourceful so that you can deal with it more effectively. Full instruction for using this ETF are given in Appendix 1. Then she extracts something that was mentioned as a sum up. Being mindful of your emotion can save you not only from burning a lot of energy suppressing them, but also the burden of escalating problems, which can lead to burnout or even breakdown. Okay, I have time to reflect, so I will share time to reflect with you. Do you apply yourself fully to whatever you are doing at the moment, at work, at rest, at place? Yes, during the pandemic, I do this because I am home, so I can save about 2 hours or more on the road, just doing this thing of apply yourself fully for the moment. Okay, where is your mind when you are work? Is everywhere. Even now, it's still everywhere. So I have to use her technique. Where is your mind when you are enjoying yourself? I'm glad to say when I am enjoying myself, I learn things. My mind is listening to things that I enjoy listening to. So I am killing two birds at one time. So I always choose video that I like at the moment. You see, at night I play with colors. If you follow my FB, you will see sometimes I post colors. It's just clicking the colors. I don't need to think so much. So I choose YouTube that I like to listen to, and normally it gives me beautiful YouTube. Maybe because the algorithm pick up my vibes for liking certain talks by different people. So I am blessed to have those video during the time I play games with colors, because colors bring lives to me. Where is your mind when you are relaxing? Well, it just relax nowadays. I guess I reached somewhere in my mindset. Mindfulness. Where is your mind when you are with your family? My mind when I'm with my family. Fully enjoy the conversation at the table or when I'm having family time. When your attention is dispersed, bring yourself back to the now. Do not use this as an excuse to procrastinate, though, but to apply yourself fully to whatever you are doing. So I hope this reading helps some of you. Like I mentioned, even if it helps 1%, it's good enough at the moment. So tomorrow I will read, or I will say the next chapter. I stick to the rule. Every day I have been reading because I want to finish as many books as possible. Chapter 8 is exercise and nutrition. So till I see you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, and always stay at the moment. Live in the present. Thank you.